Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends Nabi to this community because we needed mentor.
Yes.
And he was the mentor.
Yes.
And not only in our religion, in other religion, you see a
also
lot
have
of
mentors,
people
right.
who are also work like this person who basically spread the light of honesty.
Hello, dear audience. Welcome back to another podcast. In this podcast, we're talking about a student's life, what kind of journey they have while they're learning English as a language. So, in this podcast, we're specifically talking about the barriers they have, psychological barriers. I'm your host, Mehdi Hassan Shobon, Senior Faculty of Talent Hut, and with me, like always, we have Shakhawat sir with us, CEO and founder of Talent Hut and writer of the book Sahaj Bhashai Spoken English. So, sir, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Mr. Shobon.
Okay, so let's jump into the question part. Sir, I would like to ask you firstly, what are the most common psychological barriers students have when they are starting a new journey, what they are trying to learn English?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shobon. If I want to talk about the fear of a student's journey, it's been started with the fear of starting.
Yes.
So they have always the fear of starting. They want, but they don't go for the starting, and they feel shy and they feel hesitate. They have the filter inside their mind. And if they start, then they will do mistake. And what will happen after the mistake? Maybe they will lose their face and they will be humiliated by their classmates and the audience. So that is the big fear for them. So they are afraid of talking to people. If I ask them to talk in Bangla, they are too much talkative. But on the other hand, if I want to ask them, okay, you please speak in English, they got stuck and they feel hesitate because they have a fear. They are scared of talking to the people in front of people, and they basically they have the anxiety inside their mind. If they do the mistake, then what will happen next?
Right.
So those things are working like a filter in their mind, and they do the same thing over and over again. They couldn't start.
Okay. So from my classroom experience, I find a lot of students, they are very conscious about grammatical mistakes. So when they're talking, they're thinking of the pattern, the sentence structures. So they feel hesitated to speak at that moment. So what will advise to those students that they hesitate?
Okay. If you want to ask me about this scenario, basically, it happened because, and they are not the responsible person for this situation. The responsibility totally goes to the culture of us. So in our school life, we have a lot of fear of using the grammar in our learning English journey, right? So this is our custom, we can say. And we are just carrying this or inheriting this custom generation by generation. And we always think that English language without grammar is nothing.
Yes.
And this is injected through our society, through our schooling system, in our school. So when the culture is adapted and inherited from the very beginning of a children's life or a kid's life, then it's quite tough to remove them from the adult age or adult stage. That's why this is the problem. It is not about the psychological problem. The problem is injected by our society.
Okay, and I would like to ask you a follow-up question. So, can you tell me that how can student overcome this problem, the thinking of grammar in their head?
Yes, though it is quite tough because we have always the conflict between the academic English teachers and the language English teachers. So if we want to make it aware, like this podcast is like the aware program, and if we want to aware them, some academicians who really make a conflict with us that no, you are going in the wrong way. But if I want to talk about the methodologies, so the first and the foremost method in English language teaching is GTM, Grammar Translation Method. It's been started in 1959.
Okay.
And then we have developed a lot of methods, like 11 to 15 methods. The following methods are the ALM method, DM method, and also the CLT. The present very modern method is CLT method, Communication Language Teaching. and also the TBLT method, task-based language teaching method. And for children, the most popular method is TPR method. But in our schooling system, the teachers are still, they are shrouded with the method of GTM. And they always say that, okay, if you want to improve your English language skill, then you have to start with the GTM. It's okay. GTM is appropriate for the very beginner, but you cannot carry the GTM method if you want to be advanced. Like, you know that there are 6 levels of English language, or according to CEF, or A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. You can start GTM with the A1 level, but later on you have to follow the next methods, and it's quite tough. A language teacher maintain and follow all these methods. Problem is academician teachers are not agreeing to follow this method.
Okay.
And this is the conflict situation. But what I can say for my students that, and also if you are a teacher who is watching this podcast, please, you need to learn more. What are the methods and methodologies, and which one you have to apply for your students, and what is their level of competency. Then you can go for the method that you will apply for. For intermediate or advanced level student, if you apply the GTM method, then it is totally worse, and there is nothing with it, because it will not work. For the students, I would like to say, please, just start talking. Nothing else you need to do. Start talking. Wherever the situation is, whoever you are talking to, you just start talking, because this is the only way you can get rid of this problem,
right.
and you can get your own solution in this one step, and you are one step ahead or behind of this. If you just start this, then you are one step ahead of this.
Yes. So we have so many students, they don't have any ideas of grammar, but they're speaking. They're making mistakes, but they're speaking.
Okay.
So
I want to add with you additionally. Okay. You know, my child, she is 7 years old.
Yes.
If you ask her what is tense,
she doesn't know.
She will, okay, what is tense? I don't know. Please tell me what is tense. But if you want to speak with her, you know that how competent she is in oral communication.
Right.
So there are so many people in the world who doesn't know and who don't know about the grammar, but they can speak English better.
Right. So from this discussion, I would like to add that use grammar to benefit your speaking, not to stop you from speaking.
Basically, we need to learn grammar to understand the language, not to use the language. Right. Because before you use the language, you need to understand. That's why you need to learn the grammar to understand the language.
Right.
But if you try to use the language by using the grammar, that is totally the wrong process. Because when we talk, it's quite tough. Even we are talking last few minutes and we are also doing a lot of mistakes.
Right.
And we are not following all the time, all the grammar rules.
Right.
After that, we are doing that. But the purpose of my language, what is? The purpose is served because they are able to understand everything.
Right. Communication.
Right. Yes, communication.
Okay. So as we are talking about psychological barriers, I would like to add that from my personal experience, I have seen a student who began from zero.
Okay.
And now he's stuck in a place where he feels that he's not improving.
Okay.
And he's being very negative about it.
Okay.
And it's been quite some time, but he doesn't show the patience that he can do even better.
Okay.
So as he's stuck, this is backfiring to him.
Okay.
Meaning that he thinks that he won't improve anymore.
Okay.
So I would like you to give us any suggestion if you can.
Okay. In this point, he needs mentoring.
Yeah.
Because sometimes in some situation or in some time, we got stuck and we don't know the way out of it. Okay. So what will happen in that time? In that time, we need the mentor, we need the coaching. Someone should guide me in that time.
Yes.
And I think that if in this situation happened to you, I would like to request you, please go to any teacher, language instructor, teacher, or to any coaching center. And I think that if you just share your problem with them or with him or her, then your problem will be solved.
Okay, so as you mentioned about mentoring, I would like to ask you that how important it is for a student to have mentor to break through psychological barriers.
Yes, it is quite important because if I wanna just talk about the very ancient period, even in the time of Nabi Sallallahu, why Allah Subhanahu wa Taala sends Nabi to this community because we needed mentor.
Yes.
And he was the mentor.
Yes.
And not only in our religion, in other religion, you see
They
a
also
lot
have
of
mentors,
people
right.
who are also work like this person who basically spread the light of honesty, the light
Goodness.
of goodness to the people, because every man is socially man is basically a human being. The nature of human being, they need to be trained, they need to be guided. So we need guide, we need someone to guide us.
Yes.
So mentor is important. If you don't have the mentor, it's quite tough for you to go in the right way. Or if you don't have the mentor, it will take more time of your life to
Yes.
achieve any goal.
Yes, right. Thank you. Sir, one last question I want to ask you as a teacher. So, what kind of skills should a mentor improve to light up their skills?
Okay, first of all, a mentor is called a torch bearer. He must carry the light of hope. He must carry the skill, the knowledge of skill, how to gain the skill, and he must carry how to deal the people or deal the students, because the individual has individual problem. Every student hasn't the same problem, right? Different students have different perspective, different problems.
Right.
So I would like to say that a mentor should be liberal. A mentor should be someone who basically give the medicine according to the disease or based on disease. If a mentor can do this perfectly, efficiently, then a student can get the good guide from him or her.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. And this is the end of our podcast. Thank you for being with us. Hope to see you next time. And I hope that this video was helpful for you. And tata.
Bye. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends Nabi to this community because we needed mentor.
Yes.
And he was the mentor.
Yes.
And not only in our religion, in other religion, you see a
also have
lot of
mentors,
people
right.
who are also work like this person who basically spread the light of honesty, the light
Goodness.
of goodness to the people, because every man is socially man is basically a human being. The nature of human being, they need to be trained, they need to be guided. So we need guide, we need someone to guide us.
Yes.
So mentor is important. If you don't have the mentor, it's quite tough for you to go in the right way. Or if you don't have the mentor, it will take more time of your life to
Yes.
achieve any goal.
Yes, right. Thank you. Sir, one last question I want to ask you as a teacher. So, what kind of skills should a mentor improve to light up their skills?
Okay, first of all, a mentor is called a torch bearer. He must carry the light of hope. He must carry the skill, the knowledge of skill, how to gain the skill, and he must carry how to deal the people or deal the students, because the individual has individual problem. Every student hasn't the same problem, right? Different students have different perspective, different problems.
Right.
So I would like to say that a mentor should be liberal. A mentor should be someone who basically give the medicine according to the disease or based on disease. If a mentor can do this perfectly, efficiently, then a student can get the good guide from him or her.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. And this is the end of our podcast. Thank you for being with us. Hope to see you next time. And I hope that this video was helpful for you. And tata.
Bye.